So if you're preparing for the IELTS Speaking Cue Card test, I'm actually going to show you exactly how to format your questions. So stay tuned. So here's the trick. You must listen for keywords. I'm going to show you exactly what type of words you could listen for a Band 9. So today we'll listen to real life job descriptions in order for you to get some practice on your IELTS speaking cue card questions. So two things you're going to learn in this video is listening for keywords and how to structure your response so you come up with a strong answer. So the IELTS Speaking Part 2 section often includes keywords such as nouns, so maybe a person, place, or thing. And speaking of practice, ladies, if you're looking to join a community where you will be able to practice your speaking, then you might find my IELTS Speaking Ladies Club really interesting. This ladies club is actually hosted over Zoom. I actually teach you ladies. We go over different IELTS speaking mock tests. I give you feedback and I give you any suggestions, tips on anywhere I think you can improve on. If you are interested in this ladies club, make sure you join down below. I've made it specifically for those of you who are stay-at-home moms, who have lots of responsibility of taking care of your children, and maybe you want to learn English from home and you want to become that confident English speaker. Check the description box down below. Verbs, some sort of action you might hear the examiner wanting you to include. Adjectives, then adjectives could be descriptions and maybe numbers and time. You need to be somewhere at a particular time. What time do you usually go to work every day, for example? So maybe you have to say 5:30 a.m. So whether they are nouns, verbs, adjectives, or numbers and time, you must listen carefully so you know which one of these to include in your response. So I want you to listen carefully to this sentence. Lena works in a coffee shop. She is a barista. She makes coffee and tea. She works from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. So once again, Lena works in a coffee shop. She is a barista. She makes coffee and tea. She works from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. So these are just some of the keywords: coffee shop, barista, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. Let's say the examiner asks you a question like, describe a job someone works you know about. Include what the job is, where they work, what they do, and how you feel about the job. So you would respond with, someone I know who has an interesting job is my friend Lena. She works in a coffee shop as a barista. She makes coffee and tea for customers and works from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. I think her job is exciting because she meets new people every day. So repeat after me. She works in a coffee shop. She is a barista. So barista is someone who makes the coffee and tea. So great work. So let's learn about Sarah's job. Sarah is a taxi driver. She works in Vancouver and Calgary. Some days she drives in the morning and some days she drives in the evening. Once again, Sarah is a taxi driver. She works in Vancouver and Calgary. Some days she works in the morning and some days she works in the evening. So from this description, we could pick out the keywords, which are taxi driver, Vancouver and Calgary, and when she works morning and evening. So now let's say the examiner asks you the same question from earlier, like describe a job someone works you know about. Include what the job is, where they work, what they do, and how you feel about the job. So listen carefully to this sample answer. I'd like to talk about my friend Sarah. She works as a taxi driver in Vancouver and Calgary. She drives people around the city. Some days she works in the morning and some days she works in the evening. I think her job is flexible and she enjoys the freedom. So repeat after me. She works as a taxi driver. Perfect. She drives in the morning and evening. So stick with me. Let's learn about Amira's job now. So now let's say the examiner asks you the same question from earlier. One person I know who has a very busy job is my friend Amira. She is a homemaker and takes care of her children every day. She wakes up early and goes to bed late. Although it is hard work, she does it with love. So repeat after me. She takes care of her children. Great work. She wakes up early and goes to bed late. Great work. All right, guys, so it's quiz time, and I'm going to give you 1 minute to answer these 3 questions on Lena's job, Sarah's job, and Amira's job you just learned about. So make sure you grab a pen and paper so you can write your answers and check them in 1 minute. Good luck. All right, guys, so let's check our answers. So the first one was, what time does Lena start work? The answer for number 1 is actually A. Lena starts work at 8 a.m. And the answer to number 2 was C. She drives a taxi. And the answer to the third one was, so we did not learn about a specific time that Amira wakes up. So the answer to number 3 was C, early. Now choose one person, either Amira, Sarah, or Lena, and I want you to write the response that you would give in the comment section below.